Hey there, team. Amanda here, welcoming you back to Imaginate. Now, previously we've talked about mastering delegation like a boss. And if you missed it, I'm going to drop that link below. But let's be honest, delegation, it's not just about offloading tasks. The real challenge as a leader, as a manager, is letting go without losing control. And this is actually one of the number one questions that I get asked. How do I stop micromanaging and find that balance where I'm able to lead my team with trust? Because I know how it feels. If you're still hovering over your team's every move, you're not delegating, you're really just a babysitter at that point. So let's get into how to truly elevate your leadership, empower your team so that they can perform at their best. So, micromanagement, we all fall into that trap. Most of us, especially when we get started, don't realize that we're actually micromanaging. We think we're being thorough or we're ensuring quality. But here's what's really happening. Your team feel like you don't trust them. They become disengaged. And then that affects productivity because everyone's constantly waiting for your approval. And you're wasting time on doing work that your team should be owning and doing. Micromanagement, not leadership. It's just a bottleneck and it frustrates everybody, keeping your team from stepping up as well. How do we fix it? I've got 3 tips for you today. So first thing I need you to do is shift from how to what. So as a micromanager, you will be obsessing over the how of things getting done or how something gets done. As a great leader, you want to focus on what needs to be achieved. So instead of giving step-by-step instructions, set a clear outcome. Give them what the gold standard output should look like and say, what does success look like? And let your team find the best way to get there. Remember to provide guidance. Tell them you're available if they need help, but don't hold their hand. Because the truth is, your team doesn't need a boss breathing down their neck. They need a leader who trusts them to deliver. Now, replace check-ins with checkpoints. If you're guilty of checking in every 5 minutes, that's not support, it's surveillance, and it totally kills autonomy in the team. So set clear checkpoints, agree on them with your team instead of those constant check-ins. So think weekly reports, dashboards, progress updates, your project management software so the team can self-manage, and build a rhythm of trust instead of reacting to every minor detail. Because when your team knows you trust them, they're going to step up. And you might have heard me in previous videos talk about my favorite framework for giving feedback. When you're giving people feedback, fair, balanced, making sure 2 things they did really well. So it could be in our team, we might be creating a learning module as part of a larger project rollout. So 2 things I love about this module, 2 opportunities for us to improve this module. Balanced, you're showing them how they've won. You're showing them how they can win next time. When you create that culture of feedback, you're giving them that opportunity to step up. And the 3rd tip I wanted to share is to delegate authority, not just tasks. Now, what do I mean by that? True delegation isn't just about tasks, it's about trust. So if your team has to check with you for every single decision, you're still the bottleneck, right? So fix this by empowering your team to make decisions within their scope. So one of my clients famously talks about this corral. He gives his team a corral. If you think about like cows or horses being in the corral, they can move within that corral. When they need to step beyond that, that's when they involve one of the leadership team. Allow them to make decisions within their scope. Give them ownership over outcomes, not just responsibility. And then say, what do you need from me to succeed? And then step back. Or how can I help you to nail this project? Because when we delegate that authority, our teams can thrive. So let's recap. 3 things. Shift from the how to the what and focus on outcomes. Use checkpoints, not check-ins. And remember to delegate authority, not just tasks. Now, tell me in the comments, what's one task that you struggle to let go of? Let's talk about it. And hey, I'm going to drop that video that I spoke about at the start. Time to delegate like a pro. And remember, You can always book in for a chat using my link below as well. Remember, if this has helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for more weekly insights. And until next time, remember to lead smarter, not harder.